This is the final video for the Capstone Project Event Radar, which is created by Annalise Harms, Benjamin Hackbart, Carolyn Vang, Jannatul Hakim, and Johnny Leston.
Event Radar is a web-based application, so it can be accessed instantly from any browser. No download required. The system uses reliable APIs to pull map and weather data and lets you filter by distance and categories. You can build custom plans and add events to your schedule. Also manage everything from one easy dashboard. It's fast, intuitive, and designed for real-world needs. So the problem we're solving is fragmentation. Right now, if you want to attend an event, you have to check multiple apps for the map, the parking, the weather, which could lead to a lot of frustration. Our platform combines information. For example, users can set 5 miles radius around a landmark and see the events, check for the map, and get the weather updates all in one easy click.
This is the demo for Event Radar. So as you can see here, this is the structure of our project. This is what you will see if you were to open it up within PyCharm or Visual Studio Code. Here we have our files open up in the folders, and we also have for our backend, we have our .env file, which contains the API keys and the information used for our database. And so the database that we did use is MySQL, and in order to access the information from MySQL, we also use MySQL Workbench to send queries and get information about the users and the different models. So we also have the unit test and acceptance test here. So we do have some for our methods and our functions. And for example, let's run our unit test to show that our methods are working. As we can see, all the unit tests have run and passed. And now we will run the web application. Unfortunately, we have not hosted it on a website, but this can be accessed through the development server. Here we are. Oh, I have the tabs here, so it just opens up to this. So now we're going to show the features of Event Radar. So here's the login screen. You put in your email and your password. And so you can create an account here, put in your username, first name, last name, email, and password, and an optional phone number. And so there are some restrictions for some of these fields in order to create an account, but we do have a user account created. And so usually if you do create an account, you are sent an email, sort of like this, that thanks you for signing up for Event Radar. And you can go back to the login page, and we have, well, once you're created an account, you get taken back to the login page. But also, if you did forget your password, you get put back into the password reset. So you can reset your password if you enter in your email address. And so that sends a reset email to the email address that you provided. And then you can reset it from there. So let's use a general user account that's already created for us. Log in. And here we're shown the home page. So on our home page we have a map, and it's automatically defaulted to Milwaukee, and we have a radius of 5. So it pulls all the places, the user events, and the points of interest, also landmarks, within a 5-mile radius. So let's say for well, here's also the filters. You can put in the start date, end date, and then any user events that happen within the given start or end date will appear here. It will default, if you don't enter anything, it defaults from any event that happens today and onward. You can also search past events. So you can go find, events from the past if you want to. And then you can also filter by user event category. So these are the user event categories that you can choose to see. And so here are the points of interest. They're also kind of like landmarks, so they're categorized just activity park, aquarium, etc. And so points of interest are given special logos such as Adventure Rock. So if you want to choose to find an activity park to do, we have that. And so for all users, for event managers, so we do have different types of users. We have event managers and users, and general users. And we also have admins. But for the general users, you are given these tabs here. So you can apply to be an event manager, manage, create plans, and view those plans. You can also see the weather and your settings. And so also part of our home page, you can check the weather. So for example, you want to see Milwaukee, and you get the 3-day forecast of the weather for the next 3 days. And if you don't want to do Fahrenheit, you can also do Celsius. So you can see Celsius here. And so that is the feature that all users have. So event managers and general users have, is that they see this for the home page. But for a general user, if they do want to apply to be an event manager, they can go here, type in whatever they want to send to apply, and they would have to get manually recognized or accepted by an admin. So you can send an application there. All users can create a plan. So you can create a plan, edit a plan, delete a plan. And so let's say you want to go on a vacation. You say you want to start today, you want it to end 17th. Create a plan. You can edit it, and you can delete a plan. So you can do that. Go back home, and then you can see your plans here. And so for an empty plan, it doesn't show anything until you choose to add an event. So let's use the filter. Say it starts tomorrow, but doesn't matter what the end date is. And let's say we want to see a concert. And so that will filter the user events. And as we can see, that event is filtered here. Let's say we'll add that to the plan, vacation. Yep. Let's see, we'll add a point of interest. Let's say we want to go to Broadway Theater Center. Add that to the plan, add it, view our plans. So if we check our vacation plan, we get shown all the different user events or points of interest that we want in our plan. And if you want to go to the Broadway Theater Center after the user event or the special performance, you can put it right after, so it changes path. And if you want to see certain information, you can also click on the event to get the information. So see, you have the general pathway from event 1 to a point of interest 2. And so for all general users, for all users, you get to edit your settings. So for example, you have the username testing user. What if you want to change it? Let's see what the username is right now. It's testing user, right? And if we go back, you do testing user 2, update it. We pull the query again. The username has changed for the account. So that's how you can update your information. And if you want to change your password, it's the same kind of mechanic here. Let's say we'll reset the password, right? You get sent an email. Let's say we'll get the email here. We get reset link. Yep. And so you can change your password. Okay. All right, well, it changes the password, but that's what we have. We'll also show what happens if you are in the admin account. All right, so we're also going to log into our admin account. So let's log into the admin, and what the feature that we're going to show is the approval and declining of users. So here we can see that an admin has most things, but as we can see here, we have different types of applications that we can approve or deny. So all applications are in pending, but you can accept or you can deny. And so it's simple, and that's what you can do for the admin account. So let's go back to our other account. So we sign out and we're going to go back. And so what we're going to see here is that now we're an event manager. So you don't see the application anymore. And the application is only for the general user who is not an event manager. And so let's say now, since you're an event manager, you can now create events. So here is how you can create your event. So let's do testing, whatever description you want. Let's put in the address, the start date. We'll put it today, and let's say we'll end it on the 17th. Put the time, the date, and the category. So create an event. You created an event, and you can also see it on the home page. So see, and we have testing. And if we want to edit the event, we can do just edit, update the event, and it changes here. And you can also delete the event if you don't want it anymore, and that will also reflect within the home page. So as you can see, we don't see testing anymore. And so we also have the final function. If you no longer want your account, you can delete your account. And so you're given a pop-up that says, do you want to delete your account? Yes, we'll proceed. So if you delete your account, that means any plans or any events that is created with the account will also be deleted alongside with the account. So you put in your email, you put in the correct password. So let's say the password is incorrect. Passwords don't match. So we'll put it back again. We'll delete this account. And now the account is successfully deleted. And now when you try to log back in, you're unable to log back into your old your account. So these are all the features for Event Radar, and especially for the final demo.
Event Radar simplifies event discovery and planning by centralizing event information, offering interactive tools for users, and providing an easy platform for organizers to post events, all in one place. Targeting a broad audience, our app ensures ease of access to events, landmarks, weather, and more, making it especially useful for travelers and active locals. This platform also fosters meaningful community engagement, benefiting event organizers, users, and the broader public by promoting authentic experiences. Now, as we look ahead, we've identified several features that can make Event Radar even more useful for users. Identifying the closest parking lots to events and providing live updates will help with convenience and event planning. Integrating events from external sources would help make Event Radar reach even more people. Having a review system or personalized event recommendations would improve the user experience. Lastly, adding a review feature that allows friends to collaborate on event plans would make Event Radar even more social and connected.